So you wanted to ask me, huh? The question was, what was my relationship on Sesame Street? The rent's too high, I never go there. Yeah, have you seen Sesame Street? No, I live uptown. On the side of a building. I'm a gargoyle. Good place to be. But does that answer your question?
Yeah, all I'm going to say is you need to go to Sesame Street one day if someone will be kind enough to tell you how to get to Sesame Street.
You really went there. Okay, Felix, let's go on with the show. I can't believe he went there.
I don't either.
Yeah. And he didn't even use GPS to get there. He just went there. Seriously. Oh, hi, Kev.
Hey, what's up, Gorgo? We got a question over here.
Yeah,
Is it for Gorgo or? Oh, make it for Gorgo.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry.
I'll go back on the post.
Okay. Sorry.
Post-mortem.
Who's your question
Yeah,
for?
and just so you
Okay,
know.
your question is for all of you, actually. You were talking about the labyrinth and how there might be, like they were talking.
No, I didn't say might. I was just projecting a thought.
No, because I was actually thinking,
Yeah,
like, do you think,
social media.
okay, if you think that there might, do you also think that they might get Toby Fraud, the one who played the baby, to actually reprise his role as an older version of himself?
Well, Toby Froud is working on Dark Crystal. Okay, and Toby is picked up his father's footsteps. He is working on Dark Crystal. So anything's possible. I can only tell you he won't have stripes on.
I'm currently working on none of this, but I can be heard on a local drive-through near you.
You're lonely, aren't you?
I am lonely, Gorgo.
Not you, him.
Oh,
I'm fine.
he's even more lonely than I am.
That's true. You're on radio. Seriously.
Hey, Bill,
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing here. I don't belong here. I can't play with him. He won't let me play.
Wow, what a downer that was.
Huh?
They love you.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Felix?
Yes.
I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here.
Well, let's get out of here. Let's go to the bar and have a
Wanna go
couple
to the
drinks.
bar and have a
Yeah.
drink?
That's good, because I have no reason to understand why I'm here either.
Why are any of
Just,
us
she
here?
wanted to ask you a question.
Oh, who wanted to ask me a
Who's got a
question?
question?
The kid drinking the water.
Right here.
Oh, you started it. Yeah, swallow that. We'll see you on Sesame Street. Yeah.
Question, the question in the back.
All right, we got a question with the hippie in the back. That's right, I said hippie.
Out of all the projects you've worked on and all the characters that you've interacted with, what would you say is one of your favorite experiences or shows or movies to ever have worked on?
You really didn't go there, did you?
He's asking you to pick a favorite, Bill.
Seriously, you went there.
Gorgo is asking you to pick a favorite, Bill.
Really? You had to go there. Him. Okay. We'll see if that works that way.
Yeah, we have a
later.
question
What
here
do you
from the
think?
young lady from Kansas, who I don't know.
Oh.
Young lady. Oh.
Are we able to actually come to your booth and interact with your characters? And sit in Audrey? And ride the Triceratops? Are we able to do that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Come. Everybody come. Bring your money.
I don't know, have you guys seen? Have you guys went down to Bill's booth? He's got this enormous, gigantic thing that makes my booth look so small and petty. But anyway.
We'll go to Felix's booth. That would be fun, right?
Oh, then you'll be with
Have you
Bill.
been to
Another
Felix's
small
booth?
joke.
All right, cool.
All right, who we got next question? Next question. Anybody here in the audience? Someone, I saw some hand over there.
No?
Okay, Jack.
Yeah, oh, wow, yeah, huh?
Well, you know, we're gonna let
Present.
we're gonna let Gorgo sit this one out.
Okay,
for a
Gorgo, sit it
second,
out.
because
Okay.
Jack and I want to do something, if that's okay.
Jack, and you were gonna do something?
Really?
You gonna do that now? Talk to me, not the freaking hand. Sorry.
First of all,
Sorry.
First of all, hold on.
Sorry.
Hold it.
I apologize.
Now you did it.
Not a hand.
That's it.
I'm a fabricated American. Okay?
All right, okay.
There. I'll go on the
Now
post.
go back on your stick.
It's better.
Post.
It's better than doing that stick than the one you're doing.
There's kids in the audience. They're right there.
Wow. Can you tell it's been a 9-hour day?
So you're gonna do something with Mr. Hammer?
Well, just what I want to do is, you know, like Felix knows, when you play different characters, they all have different personalities. And Leonard here has a great time with Jack all the time. They're just wonderful together. Would you like to see Jack and Leonard?
I have to bring this closely so I don't shout.
Do you want to switch seats, Jack?
What's that? No, this is fine. Bill usually massages my back while we do this.
Lucky guy, eh?
Hi, Leonard.
I'm here with you.
Leonard, I really love you. Hello? There's the sound. I really do love you, Leonard, and you treat me badly every single time we're together. And when it's in front of a group of people, it's even worse.
Yeah, he stinks. You know what? The best thing about being around you
Are these
is
toes?
when you go home.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I love it when you go home.
I love all of the trinkets that you have on
Yeah, I
your
stole
vest.
them out of your safe.
That's where they are. And your hands, your little fingers,
Where are you going with this?
your gigantic feet.
If you go to Sesame Street, I ain't going. It's not happening. Yeah, the best thing about Jack is another view.
Really?
Yeah, I'll sit up here. That works. Yep, I finally found out what Jack was good for.
Leonard, anyone else that would do this to me, you know what would happen.
What?
You wouldn't be sitting there very long. Come
You're
on.
not gonna throw me off, are you?
Not in front of all these people, I won't.
Oh, good. Are you guys having fun? Yeah! Good, because we'll go back to something more of a subject than you.
Thanks.
Stick to radio.
Thanks, Leonard. Leonard, everybody. Leonard. And actually, and you know why I think I have such, I really do love Leonard. I really do. I love him. He came out for the first time and he had no name. And I just started calling him Leonard one time, and that was, I feel like I'm his sort of pseudo-adoptive puppet dad. And he
So
treats
you
me poorly.
Leonard his name to him?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sounded
What
good to
you
me.
mean? I don't know. It
It's a con.
sounded good.
It's a con, Bill. It's a big con.
And you're one of them.
There you go.
All right, so we have any other questions?
Do you think you... she's right there in the pink.
Where you choose, I want to see her run around the room. That's what yeah. Okay.
Do you have any favorite stories or experiences with Fraggle Rock?
Well, you know what was great was, you know, I worked in the New York office. So Fraggle Rock was done in Canada. Okay, and you know, just like with Dark Crystal, anytime Johnny and I were around, we really didn't know what was going on with it. A lot of time, we all had little small jobs. And as characters were being placed and Foz was doing doozers, nobody knew what all this was, but Jim did. You know, Jim knew, and of course Michael Frith, who designed all the Fraggles, knew what this world was going to be. And the interesting thing about it was, all Jim had said to everybody, and things we read about afterwards, was that he was going to end the war. And nobody knew what that meant. And basically, if you ever watched Fraggle Rock, what he was trying to show us was the fact that there are 5 worlds, and each world affects every other world. And he was trying to say countries affect each other. And he was trying to show that as you do something in this world, it's going to affect this world, and this relationship will affect this world, and so on and so forth. So he was way ahead of his game to show us how, if the Doozers built something, how it affected the Fraggles, and the Fraggles did something that affected the Doozers, or the Gorgs, or Doc, and how all these worlds work together, and that was the genius of Jim Henson. So Fraggle Rock was kind of a neat thing to be around. And like I said, I was around it, you know, that's just from being there. So that was the cool thing about Fraggle Rock. That's one of the neatest stories, is how, if you ever watch it again, remember all that. So most people just watch it. They don't understand how it affects each other. So I know we don't have much time, so we're going to do something a little fun. If you guys would like to do this.
This is going to be pretty cool. You'll like this.
You need some help?
Yeah, we need to pop that open. And I'll take the mic. And I'm going to do something that I haven't done in 25 years. Leave the room. Yeah. I just want to say, everyone, give Felix a big hand. Thanks for coming out. And Kevin, thank you very much for all putting these things together. You've done how many panels today?
This is my 6th. Yeah, I was busy.
Oh, wow.
Busy little man.
And please go to the Electric Radio Show and see Jack. Okay, and or see Jack, or listen to Jack on Electric Radio Show. How can they find out about you?
Just simply go to theelectricradioshow.com. It's that simple. You go there, we have episodes up there you can listen to. How old are you? Not for you. Definitely not for you. But no, it's family friendly. Tongue in cheek, if you're in your van and you're taking the kids to soccer and they say, Mommy, what are you laughing at? I just did my job. All right? So theelectricradioshow.com.
Okay, before Gorgo, or even, one of the things great about being around Carol Spinney is the fact that Carol did Big Bird for over 40 some odd years. And you learned a lot watching Carol. But I wanted to push the envelope. So in 1976, we created a character named Stuffy the Dragon. And it was on a show called Stuffy's Place, which was a regional show. Al Roker was on it, a number of other guests we had. And I used to would climb into that big guy there and perform him. He's just about 12 feet tall. He's technically twice the size and the weight of Big Bird would be. And of course, I always had to push the imagery of moving him around. So one of the interesting things is that when you, like Felix, taking a character and bring it to life, I would have to climb into him and perform him and bring him to life. And we would do that. He went all around the Hudson. He was in all around the country doing, appearing live. So the interesting thing is that he's a big character, and I haven't performed him in 25 years. Okay, and Johnny Henson actually directed one of the episodes of a show that I created called Stuffy's Place. So I'm going to climb into him and perform him for you, and then you guys can come up and take pictures with him.
Ladies and gentlemen, my friend and the great Bill Diamond.
So if you guys can hear me, one of the things we're going to do is going to take before I normally would see this. So Stuffy works so cool. Pretty much big deals across here. The guys that, and I just want to say I have the best crew in the world. These guys really put the show on. John, Jim, they run that booth down there. I just get to smile. They're the ones that, so we'll give them a big hand, because they're the ones we got him on his head, so, and you got to push his head forward. Joey is my after. We're going to take this post out and put it on here.
Here, wait a minute, you need the tall guy.
So, when, I'm going to bring my age up, but when I performed when I was 35, I'm 60 now. Now, here we go. I can't walk with him because he has special boots that go inside. But we will take the harness out and I will bring him to life. And it's the first time he's ever been out. Am I going to bring the Albany? You want me to? Okay.
Jack, why does this remind me of like one of Houdini's routines? You know, when they put him in the tank and then they tie him up and they add the water and they cut off the oxygen.
Houdini's were faster.
Lance. No. She's here.
Normally there would be boots inside, but I don't have them because I didn't really expect that I was going to do this. This was let's give them something fun. And I was like, I'm going to hate myself in the morning. So I was like, oh, I can't walk in it because he has boots and we don't have them. So I can't really walk in it.
Bill, Felix says you won an Emmy, no excuses, just get in the suit.
He won 2, by the way.
Yeah, so get in the suit twice as fast. Felix said he'd get fired if he took that long to get in Cousin Ed.
Now you see why the show went on the air.
What, Stumpy's Poor Felix is taking a beating. It looks like child abuse up here.
Dude, what are you guys doing?
You know, can you tell that we all know each other very, very well? We do.
She said, it's not getting it.
See, hold on, take a look. So you can see if Stuffy was there.
That must be his family in the front.
That's what you would. So he would be when he would walk, and it's driving. Now the thing to do is put your hand under his neck. And this is time to put this.
Can he talk through there, through the mic? Bill, we got the mic up there. Can you talk?
Sure. Of course I could talk. How is everybody? Hey, good to see everyone. Wow.
You were a kid when I did this. I know that, right?
All right. What are you guys doing in this? Seriously? Picky. Well, there's clips. You're not going to be able to put those on. This is good enough, right, gang? Yeah! All right. How is everybody? Great! Good. It's great to see everyone. How are you? Nice hat. Yeah, it's good to see everyone. Well, thank you, everyone. I haven't been out and about for a long time. It works for me. Is everyone having a good time?
Yes.
Good. And I want to thank you all for coming. Give Felix a big hand. Kevin a big hand. My crew a big hand for bringing me up here. Jack Hammer. And now, we'll end the night that you can all come up and take your own personal photo op with me. All right? Sound good? All right, guys, thank you very much for coming here to the Comic-Con. And it was really nice to be with all of you.
All right, so everybody who wants to go up take a picture, come on up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Diamond.